Away to everyone. This is Regulus Pastor, and welcome back to Higurashi no Naku Koro. I know this is kind of spur of the moment, and this is actually a Friday stream where normally would be a Thursday stream. Got a late start yesterday, and it was going to be a short stream anyway, but then not even 5 minutes in, the game crashed. Or my computer crashed, rather, and I got a blue screen error. So I was like, you know what, forget it. Let's just do a rain check tomorrow. And so I did, but I got a late start again. Sorry for that. Yeah, we'll see what we can get in. It's also going to be a short stream tonight, because it's so late. But, game. I just started my computer up, like, a couple hours ago and didn't really do anything with it. Until just now to set up stream, so there. Changed the priority of it. There we go. Just needed to fiddle around in Task Manager a little bit. I guess last time Keiichi got a delivery from Shion, who he believes is actually Mion. He doesn't really think there is a Shion. That is just like her guise to keep up the cutesy side of her. But she apparently delivered him a bentō before she went to her part-time job last time. So now I guess Kate's trying to keep straight which one's openly Mion, which one's going as Shion. But he doesn't really believe them to be actually distinct twins. He thinks it's just a thin cover. So, as we were doing last time before the computer crashed, let's view the tip. It was delicious.
Oi, Mion, これ.
Hey, Mion, here.
何よ、ケイちゃん。
What is it, Kei-chan? I thrust the bentō box she'd given me yesterday at her face.
昨日差し入れてもらった弁当箱だよ。ごちそうさま。
It had the food you gave me in it. Thanks.
うまかったぜ。
It was great. Mion's face quickly flushed bright red. Hey, now you were the one pretending to be Shion when you gave it to me. You're gonna give it away if you get all red like that when you're being Mion. At this rate, she might trip and fall right into her own grave, so I decided to help her out.
あのな、俺、昨日腹を空かせてたらさ。
Listen, I was pretty hungry yesterday.
シオンがわざわざ家まで来て、弁当を差し入れてくれたんだよ。
Out of the blue, Shion came all the way to my house and gave me some food in a bentō box.
で、これはその弁当箱。
This is that box.
ちゃんと洗ってあるからな。
Make sure you wash it out.
そうなんだ。シオンは気が利くね。
Right. Shion's really considerate, huh?
That was so transparent. Was Mion always this terrible at lying? Her expression was different from usual, but it looked strangely cute.
で、どうだった？
So, what did you think?
ミオンに瓜二つなやつだと思うぞ。だって双子なんだろ。
You two are like peas in a pod. You're twins, right?
似てて当然だよ。
Obviously, you look the same.
じゃなくて、
Not that,
Mion looked kind of bewildered, like she was waiting for a specific answer. When she said impression, maybe she didn't mean Shion, but the bentō?
ああ、もちろん。うまかったぜ。
Of course, it was delicious.
本当に？
really?
俺は食い物の感想には嘘はつかないぞ。俺がうまかったって言ったら、誰が食ったってうまい。
I never lie about lying. Blah. I never lie about liking food. If I say something's good, then it's objectively good.
万人におすすめできる評価だと思っていいぞ。
You can feel free to give my recommendations to every single person you meet.
シオンに 実に美味しかったって伝えておいてくれ。
Tell Shion it was seriously great, alright?
シオンにね。
Okay. Tell Shion, right?
伝えておくよ。
I will.
きっと喜ぶと思うよ。
I think she'll be happy.
We're going along with Shion having given it to me, not Mion, aren't we? Yet her laugh, it came from deep down, and it sounded really happy. I guess she really can laugh nicely enough that just looking at her makes me feel better too. Aw, he's in love. A sarcastic remark made its way onto my tongue, but I swallowed it back. As Mion went to put the bentō box in her bag, she noticed a clattering noise.
ケイちゃん、なんか入ってるよ。あれ？
Kei-chan, there's something inside. Huh?
は
Wow.
She opened it! The thing inside was a little embarrassing, so I wish she hadn't opened it here. Panicking, I hid it with my hands.
な、これはだな。うちのお袋がお礼に入れとけって言ったんだ。
Well, this is... Well, my mother told me to put them in as thanks.
別に俺のセンスじゃないんだからな。
I didn't come up with it or anything. You tsundere Keiichi.
誤解すんなよ。
Don't get the wrong idea.
綺麗。飴だ。
It's so pretty. Candy.
There was a handful of candies, neatly wrapped in paper, inside the sparkly clean bentō box. When I was cleaning the box out yesterday in the sink, Mom came over and interrogated me, and I fessed up as to who had given me the food. Then she told me that something like this called for a display of gratitude. I didn't want to because it was embarrassing, so I argued that it wouldn't be like me to do that.
というわけなんだ。まあ、その。
Well, that's what happened. I mean, hey, we're past the point of the blue screen of death of yesterday's stream, so you know, this has a good forbearing. I was so embarrassed it felt like fire might shoot out of my face. Mion laughing the whole thing off like she usually did would be fine, but for some reason, she was staring at the candy in the box with fascination.
ありがとう。
Oh, I was about to say the same thing.
Thank you.
俺に言うな。入れたお袋に言ってくれ。
Don't thank me. Thank my mom. She put them in there.
それにミオンが俺を言う必要なんかないんだぞ。
Besides, you're not the one I need to be thanking, right, Mion?
それはシオンにあげるものなんだからな。
Those are for Shion, okay?
あ、うん、そうだよね。
Right. You're right.
うん、
Okay.
シオンに伝えておくね。
I'll be sure to tell Shion.
きっとシオンも嬉しがると思うよ。
I just know she'll be happy.
Mion, looking a little downtrodden, put the lid back on the box. Seemed like I ended up saying something a little mean at the end. Ugh.
今日はなんだか兄ちゃん、ほんわかな感じだね。いいことでもあったのかな。
P-Town, you look sort of cozy today. Did something happen?
かな。
Did it?
風邪でもひいたんではありませんの？お顔が赤いのはきっと微熱のせいでしたよ。
Perhaps she's caught a fever? The red in her face is probably due to the increased body temperature.
ってリカ、なんで私の頭を撫でますの？
Hey, Rika, why are you petting my head?
さとこもきっとそのうちお風邪をひけるようになりますですよ。
Satoko, I'm sure you'll be able to catch fever soon enough.
Alright. That's the whole tip. But Rika knows more than she should at her age. About, this sort of stuff. It's interesting. Alright. So let's continue. Again, I don't know how far we'll get in this chapter, but let's try. I might have explained this before, but phys ed at our school is really just an exercise in disorder. After some random warm-ups, the rest of the time is spent doing whatever. You're free to cause a ruckus to just fall asleep.
よくは知らないけど、教育委員会とかに教育指導要項とかあるだろ？
I'm not really sure, but does the Board of Education have some sort of curriculum for this?
何歳ならこれくらいの運動能力がなければいけないみたいなさ。
Something like, when you're this old, you should have this amount of physical ability?
圭一さんが何を言ってるのか難しくてさっぱりですわ。
I have no idea what you're saying, Kate. It's rather difficult to understand.
Well,
you see,
先生の授業の進め方のルールみたいなものなの。
it's something like a rule for teachers to follow during class.
都会の軟弱な連中にはそういうのは必要だろうけどさ。
Maybe you weakling city folk need something like that.
田舎育ちのうちらが身体能力で劣ると思う？
But do you really think us country-raised kids would lag behind in physical ability?
Good point.
僕たちは圭一が思ってるよりも運動神経はいいのです。
We're better athletes than you would think, Kate.
Come to think of it, they might be right. If we all lined up for a race, there's a good chance I'd finish dead last if I didn't start off well. Let's just pray that when a brutal penalty game is at stake, the 100-meter dash isn't a club activity.
ではそういうことで、俺はテレビの見過ぎで実に素敵に眠い。
On that note, I watch too much television, so I'm fantastically tired.
睡眠時間の補給をさせてもらうぜ。
No talking about tiredness and sleep this late in the day. I'll be using this time to catch up on my sleep.
空腹絶頂の4次元目。
It's a wonder I'm not yawning now, and I'm probably gonna start soon thanks to Kate. It's fourth period, and I'm completely starved.
今寝ずにいつ寝るよ。
If I don't sleep now, when will I ever? I didn't get enough sleep last night. As I began to sprawl out on top of a pipe, Mion grabbed me by the collar.
ちっちっち。まさかおとなしく眠らせてもらえると思ってる？
Do you really think I'd let you sleep in peace and quiet?
その顔で言われたら、おとなしく寝る方が勇気がいりそうだ。
With that look on your face, it would require more courage to try and take a nap than not. Good grief. Which means, is it going to start again?
さて、
Now!
このまま井戸端会議でチャイムを待つなんて、熱き血潮のたぎった私たちには無理だよね。
Just killing time with idle chit-chat until the bell rings is impossible for us hot-blooded youth, isn't it?
部活タイム行ってみよっか。
Shall we start a club activity?
チェ、案の定来やがったな。
Just as I thought, it's come to this.
今日のゲームは何だ？
What's today's game? Now that this is happening, taking a nap is impossible. Not just that, with this sleep-deprived head of mine, I'm as good as mincemeat. I have to get my brain into gear.
レナはそれより今日の罰ゲームは何かなの方が先だと思うな。
Rena thinks that we should decide what today's penalty game should be before we start.
レナは分かってるね。
Rena knows what's up.
今日もとびっきりのを用意してるよ。
I've prepared something super special today.
She began to announce the cruel penalty game with a grand spinning flourish. But before she could do that,
ごめんなさいです。
I'm sorry.
here, let's turn this up again. It got quiet all of a sudden.
僕はちょっとやりたいことがありますです。
I have something that I wanted to do.
Of all people, it was Rika-chan announcing her non-participation. Even rare events do eventually occur. Losing her timing, Mion spun like a top as she tumbled to the ground.
あれれれれれれれれれ。何？どうしたの？
What's the matter?
今日は調子悪いの？
Are you not feeling well?
あ、そうか。
Sure, if Rika's not feeling well, then everything comes to a halt, but if Kate feels way too tired to participate, then, then tough crap. I see how it is. You misandrist.
Oh, that's right.
みーちゃん、綿流しの練習だよ。
Mita, she has to practice for the Watanagashi.
そうですわよ。
That's right.
今度の日曜日ですもの。
It's this Sunday.
リカは猛特訓中なのですわよ。
Rika is in the middle of super serious training right now.
最近は頑張りすぎてお腕が痛いのです。
I've been working too hard lately, so my arms hurt.
そっか。
I see.
じゃあ仕方ないな。
Well, there's nothing that can be done.
全員揃わないなら仕方ない。
There's no point in doing anything if we can't get everybody together.
今日は各人のんびりしようかね。
Today, let's just take it easy.
ごめんなさいなのです。
I'm very sorry.
でも頑張りますですよ。
But I'll try my best.
頑張ってね。
Yeah, good luck.
レナたちも応援してるからね。
We'll be cheering you on.
When Mion announced that today's club activity was cancelled, Rika-chan and Satoko headed off behind the school building. Only I was left alone, completely clueless as to what everybody was talking about. And the first yawn of the night.
一体何なんだ？
What was that about?
リカちゃんは何か大会前とかで特訓をしてるのか？
Is Rika-chan training for a competition or something?
あれ？
Huh?
ケイちゃん家には回覧板とか行ってない？
Didn't you get the notice at your house, Kei-chan?
書いてなかった？
Wasn't it written there?
今度の日曜に綿流しのお祭りがあるって。
The Watanagashi festival is this Sunday.
いや、お祭りの話は前にミオンたちからも聞いたけどさ。確かリカちゃん、お祭りの実行委員なんだよな。それと関係あるのか？
You guys did tell me about the festival before. That's right. Rika-chan was on the festival committee, isn't she? Does it have something to do with that?
リカちゃんは綿流しの巫女さんだから奉納の演舞をすることになっててね。
Rika-chan is a shrine maiden for the Watanagashi, so she has to perform a ritual dance.
その練習なの。
It's practice for that.
Huh? Come to think of it, I have a feeling Mom did say something about it during dinner the other day. So, Rika-chan plays the part of a shrine maiden.
なるほどな。確か布団とかドテラの供養だって言ってたよな。あ、じゃああれか？演舞か何かで中に入ってる綿を取り出したりするのか？
I see. Mom did say that futons, padded cloaks and stuff are made as offerings. So does that mean the cotton stuffing gets pulled out during a dance or something? This is atrocious. There's a space instead of a quotation mark, and cotton is misspelled. I'll have to go through all my VODs and compile an edit of all the different errors and submit it to the 7th modding project.
お、さすがはケイちゃん。察しがいいね。
Oh, I figured you might guess right, Kei-chan.
綿流しはね、名前の通り綿を流すんだよ。
The Watanagashi, or Cotton Drift Festival, is, as the name implies, where we set cotton adrift down the river.
Oh, my
祭壇
beautiful.
にもお布団を積み上げているし、
They also pile futons up on the altar.
綿流しはね、毎年6月の日曜日に神社でやるお祭りなの。
The Watanagashi is a festival that happens at the shrine on a Sunday every June.
とっても賑わうんだよ。
It's very lively.
Mion and Lena nodded back at me, looking a bit impressed. It seemed that my observations were on mark. Although, when I first heard about it, I imagined piling futons up in swamp. But that'd block the river and be a real pain to clear up after.
それにしてもご先祖様とか戦没者とか針とか包丁とかの供養ってのは聞いたことあるけど、布団の供養ってのは初耳だな。どんな言われがあるんだ？
I've heard of people leaving offerings of things like needles or kitchen knives to the ancestors or to casualties of war, but an offering of futons is a first for me. What's the history behind that? Mion tilted her head pensively.
言われなんてほど難しいのはないと思うな。
I don't think there's a complicated backstory to it.
この辺って冬の寒さはかなり厳しいからね。
The
布
winter's
団とか斑点とかの防寒具を特に大切にしたからじゃないかな。
Hey, LaBoost, and hey, Electrical Skateboard, I saw you were here earlier, I forgot to say hi. The
winters around here are pretty harsh, so things like warm futons and coats to ward off the cold are fairly important, I guess.
ああ、なるほどな。
Ah, I see.
つまり冬の間お世話になった布団に感謝しようってわけだ。
In other words, it's something like giving thanks to the futons that took care of you during the winter then.
で巫女さんが供養をして最後に川に流すわけか。
Then the Shrine Maiden holds a memorial service for them and sets them adrift.
それが綿流しってわけだろ。
That's what the Watanagashi is? Mion Lena indicated that I had the correct answer with a round of applause. Alright.
でねでね、
And you see?
その供養をする巫女さんの役がリカちゃんなの。
That shrine maiden performing the memorial is Rika-chan.
へえ、 リカちゃんが巫女なんだ。
So Rika-chan is a Shrine Maiden.
言われてみればリカちゃんってどことなく神秘的な雰囲気あるよな。
Now that you mention it, Rika-chan does have a mystical air about her. Take note of that.
だよねだよね。
Right?
リカちゃんの巫女さん姿ってね、はう
Rika-chan in this shrine maiden outfit.
かわいいんだよ。
So cute!
It certainly does seem like it would suit her. Yeah, it might be cute.
ようやく話が見えてきたぞ。
I finally get what you're
リ
saying.
カちゃんの言う特訓ってのはこの巫女さん役の練習なわけだな。
Rika-chan's training is for her performance as a Shrine Maiden then.
そういうこと。
That would be it!
巫女さんが布団をお祓いする一連のセレモニーを奉納演舞って呼ぶんだけどね。
The shrine maiden has to purify a number of futons as part of the ceremony.
それの練習なんだよ。
It's practice for that.
結構大変なんだなこれが。
I need to be careful how I'm digging into my larynx.
It's practice for that. It's a lot of hard work.
Ugh.
巫女さんはね、
Intonation.
祭事用の大きなクワを持って演舞をするんだけど、それがね、リカちゃんにはすっごく重いらしいの。
The shrine maiden has to carry a large ceremonial how as part of the rite. And it's really heavy for Rika-chan.
リカちゃんってちっちゃいもんな。
Oh, Rika-chan is pretty small.
その重いクワってどのくらい重いんだ？
Exactly how heavy is that hoe?
かなり重いらしいよ。
It's pretty heavy.
リカちゃんは餅つき用のキネで練習してるくらいだから。
Enough that Rika-chan has been practicing with a mochi mallet.
Oh, wait a minute. That's way too heavy. Forget about Rika-chan. That would be rough even for me.
祭事用の神聖なクワだからね。
It's a sacred ceremonial hoe.
間違って落としちゃったら大変らしいし。
If she dropped it by accident, it'd be big trouble.
まあ年に一度のお勤めだからね。
Well, it's a once a year kind of deal.
私たちは陰ながら応援するしかないね。
All we can do is cheer from the sidelines.
大丈夫。
It'll be okay.
去年もちゃんとやり遂げたんだから。
She pulled it off last year.
そっか。
Really?
じゃあさ、せめて応援してやろうぜ。
Then the least I can do is cheer her on.
それくらいならいいだろう。
Even something that little would help, right? I was rather curious about exactly how she practiced. Mion laughed as she shook her head.
ほっといてあげなよ。
Leave her alone.
ケイちゃんが来たらリカちゃんは可愛くなっちゃうから特訓ができなくなるよ。
If you go, Rika-chan will get all cute and won't be able to practice.
I didn't quite understand what Mion was saying.
リカちゃんはね、努力とかそういうのを人に見せるのが好きじゃないの。
You see, Rika-chan doesn't like showing people how hard she works.
ね。
Okay?
そっとしておいてあげて。
So just leave her be.
Even the always cool and aloof Rika-chan has sweats well her off. Because she was always so well put together, she didn't want people to see the ungainly side of her. Alright. I was wondering about that. She didn't want people to see an ungainly side of her. It's not like I couldn't understand that feeling.
俺にできるのは成功を祈ることだけってことか。
All I can do is pray for her success, huh?
頑張れ
Do your best.
Sorry
フルでリカ
if I picked the mic there.
Flustered.
応援してるから
I'm cheering for you.
Well then. I climbed up onto the pipe and plopped down on my side.
フレリカちゃん
Hooray! Hooray! リカちゃん。
さらに応援の電波を高めるため、これより瞑想状態に入る。
In order to transmit more of my psychic waves of encouragement, I'll be entering a meditative state now.
結局寝るわけか。
So you're just going to sleep after all?
The lackadaisical noontime ended up giving way to mind-numbing afternoon classes. Rebounding from yesterday's hunger, I ate too much for lunch today, leaving me in a horrible condition.
さすがに食いすぎた。
I might have gorged myself a little too much.
午後の授業は答える。
I'll have to undo our afternoon classes.
How I feel at every family reunion.
ケイチくん、今日はなんだかすごい食欲だったもんね。
Kate-kun, you had an amazing appetite today.
基本的にいつも大食いだけどさ、
Basically, you always eat like a pig.
今日はなんか格別だったね。
But today was on a whole different level.
昨日は俺昼飯抜きだったろ。
Yesterday, I skipped lunch, right?
そのひもじさが染みついちゃってさ。
That hunger just soaked right in. Sorry, I have to scratch an itch right here.
今度は逆にいくら食っても食欲が底なしっていうか。
This time, no matter how much I ate, my hunger knew no bounds.
わかるよわかるよ。
I get you, I get you.
しかしケイちゃんってさ、いつもお弁当きれいに食べるよね。
But really, Kate-chan, you always finish your lunch down to the last bite.
ご飯一粒も残さないっていうか。
Heck, even down to the last grain of rice.
食べ物ってのは作ってくれた人に感謝して食べるもんだぜ。
With food, you show your appreciation for the person who made it by eating it, you know?
残したら苦労して作ってくれた人に失礼だろ。
If you leave any behind, it's rude to the person who put in all that effort. Hearing that, Mion's eyes momentarily widened in surprise, followed by a cool laugh.
ケイちゃんってさ、
Kate-chan, really?
パッと見ワイルドでいい加減そうなんだけど、結構律儀だよね。
At first glance, you seem unruly and irresponsible, but you're actually pretty conscientious.
しつけがいいというか。
Well disciplined or something like that.
あ、うん、それはレナも思うな。
Yeah, I think so too. Think so too.
ケイチくんって見かけよりずっと優しい人だよ。
Kate-kun's a lot kinder than he looks.
Both of them were probably trying to compliment me, but I had a strange feeling I wasn't being complimented at all.
そんなことないって。
That's not true.
見かけと中身は大違いってそう言いたいんだよ。
I just wanted to say that there's a big gap between your appearance and your personality.
それが褒めてねって言ってんだよ。
And I'm saying that's not a compliment.
こら、
Hey,
園崎さん、前原くん、授業中ですよ。
Sonozaki-san, Maibara-kun. We're in the middle of class.
園崎さんはどこまで進みましたか？ノートを持ってきてください。
How far did you get, Sonozaki-san? Bring your notes up here.
Startled, Mion vocalized a rather easy to understand utterance. She was so enthralled in the conversation, she had stopped working completely.
まあ、 そこそこに。
Doing alright.
さっきから全然進んでないじゃないですか。
You haven't progressed at all.
最上級生なんだから、もっとしっかりしないといけませんよ。
You are in the highest grade, so you have to shape up.
That Mion, it looks like she's getting lectured. Poor girl.
人は見かけによらないっていうことだね。
Appearances can be deceiving, in other words.
むしろ見かけとは逆が誠かもしれないよ。
Actually, appearance may be the opposite of reality.
面白いこと言うじゃねえか。
You said some interesting things. Responding to Rena's seemingly profound statement, I turned my gaze to where Satoko was happily studying together with Rika-chan.
あの生意気盛りのサトコも実は見かけとは逆にすげえ塩らしいってのかよ。
Are you saying that brat Satoko is really actually meek? If it went by what Rena literally said, then that would be the case. I could hardly imagine Satoko being meek and gentle like a girl in some fairy tale.
最近はあんな感じだけど、ちょっと前までは違ったんだよ。
Satoko-chan's been rude lately, but just a while ago she was pretty different.
すごい甘えん坊で、いつも。
She acted really spoiled and always... Yup.
さとこちゃんには内緒ね。
Keep this a secret from Satoko-chan, okay?
あのサトコが甘えん坊？
Satoko, acting so cute? For Satoko to play coy, I think that would have to be some part of some calculated plot. Even if she was to hide behind someone, I wouldn't think it was because she was attached to them. Misspelling of attached, okay. But since it came up, I tried to imagine a gentle and coquettish Satoko.
Oi, Satoko.
Hey, Satoko.
なんですの、お兄様。
Oh, jeez. Now we've gone to the Oni-sama.
What is it? What is it, Oni-sama?
Satoko smiled cutely and walked towards me. By the way, for every 3 steps forward Satoko took, for some reason I took 3 steps away.
お兄様、なんで逃げますの？
Oni-sama, why are you running away?
すまん、サトコ。
Sorry, Satoko.
お前が愛想笑いして近づいてくると何かの罠のような気がするんだよ。
For you to approach me with an affectionate smile on your face, I just have to think it's some sort of trap.
ひどいですわ。
That's so mean!
お兄様の意地悪。
Oni-sama, you meanie!
Ugh, that.
ごめん。別に悪気があったわけじゃないんだ。
Sorry, I didn't intend to be so mean. The weeping Satoko came closer to me. I'm a sucker for tears. Ah! A bear trap! My leg was being clamped down on by jagged metal teeth.
かかりましたわね。
You fell for it?
続けていきますわよ。
Now for the next part!
Satoko raised her right arm triumphantly, and traps began to trigger one after another. Suddenly the wall sprang forward, throwing me 3 blocks away. And there I saw a giant metal ball covered in spikes hurtling towards me. On top of that, in the direction the ball would knock me, was a giant guillotine.
よくわかんないけど、ケイチくん、今すっごく突拍子もない想像してなかった？
I'm not really sure, but Kate-kun, you're not thinking of anything completely ludicrous right now, are you?
This has gone to like JD and Scrubs level. Ludicrous fantasizing.
いや別に
Not really.
全然してないぞ。
Not at all.
嘘だ。
That's a lie!
That's a really calm way that she says it.
トゲ付き鉄球に潰されるって顔してたよ。
You've got the kind of look on your face that says, I'm gonna be crushed by a giant spiked metal ball!
How could my expression convey what I was thinking like that?
すまん。
Sorry.
塩らしいサトコの想像ってのはかなり無理がある。
Imagining a meek and gentle Satoko is impossible right now.
今度体調がいい時に再トライしてみるよ。
I'll try again when I'm in better shape. Next, Sadoku looked over at Rika-chan, who was working diligently on some kanji drills. In contrast to Satoko, her default state was meek and gentle. If Rika-chan came at me saying,
Oni-sama.
I'd hug her. Tightly. I could get used to that. Geichi, you are way too old to be acting like that. Okay? Calm down your jailbait.
ケイチくんよだれ。
Sorry about that.
Keiichi-kun, you're trolling.
あ、ごめん。
Sorry.
じゃあリカちゃんはどうだよ。
Then how about Rika-chan?
あれも見かけによらないってのかよ。
Are you saying that her appearance is deceiving as well? Saying that out loud, I felt a tinge of doubt. Was Rika-chan really all sweet? Despite her appearance, she really was quite sly. Sweetly... how do you put it? Evading things deftly?
確かにリカちゃんはただ可愛いだけじゃない気がするな。
I get the feeling that Rika-chan isn't only just sweet.
確かに見かけによらないぞ。
Her appearance is definitely deceiving. Hold on. I had to clear a locker. I couldn't put exactly what I was imagining into words, but then I managed to say what I wanted to. She turned to me with an impish look in her eyes, like she was saying,
You shouldn't say something like that.
リカちゃんはきっと大きくなったらね、すっごい美人になって男の人を振り回す小悪魔のような女性になるんじゃないかなって思うんだ。
When Rika-chan grows up, I'm sure she'll become an incredibly devilish beauty with men wrapped all around her little finger.
そういうのかっこよくない？
Don't you think that would be cool?
Elena said that lightheartedly, but I, as a man, couldn't laugh at that. The scary part about that was that it felt like it could be true. Noticing my gaze, Rika-chan turned towards me and let loose with an angelic smile. Both Elena and I, feeling as if that was directed towards us personally, had our hearts skip a beat.
はあ、かわいいね、かわいいね。
So cute.
レナ、鼻血。
Elena, your nose is bleeding. Appearances can be deceiving, huh? Well then, what about our dear leader, Mion? I stared at her as she tried to weasel her way out of her scolding by the teacher. By Elena's theory, that unrefined, calculating, conniving Mion also had a side of her that belied appearances.
じゃあなんだよ。あのミオンも見かけによらず実はいいやつだって言いたいのかよ。
Then what you're saying is that Mion, despite her appearance, is actually a good person?
みーちゃんはいい人だよ。
Mi-chan is a good person.
あ、まあそりゃそうだけどさ。
Oh, well, that is true.
そういう意味じゃなくて、その
What I'm trying to say is...
ケイチくんの言いたい意味、わかるよ。
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say, Keiichi-kun.
Catching on that I was struggling to express my feelings as words, Elena smiled even more brightly.
わかるって何がだよ。
You know what?
みーちゃんって不思議でしょ。
Mi-chan is mysterious, right?
女の子なんだけど男の子みたいっていうか。
She's a girl, but it's like she's a guy.
That's right. Mion was more than aware that she was a girl, but it was exactly as Elena said. When Mion livened up the mood, it wasn't as though she felt like a guy or a girl specifically, but a friend of the same gender.
あいつが男だったらきっと意気投合するだろうな。
If she were a guy, we'd probably be like two peas in a pod.
ってそりゃ今と同じか。ははは。
Although that's the same way it is right now.
でもね、
But you see,
そんなみーちゃんも本当はすっごく女の子らしいんだよ。
even that Mi-chan is actually really feminine.
レナ、
Elena,
お前ミオンにいくらもらったんだよ。
how much did Mion pay you exactly?
違うの。
That's not true.
もうちゃんとした話をしてるんだよ。だよ。
Jeez, I'm trying to have a serious conversation, you know? You know?
Elena began to pout. Now probably was the right time to joke around.
みーちゃんは部活の部長さんだからみんなのリーダーとして頑張ってるけど、
Mi-chan is the club president, so she's trying hard to lead everybody.
本当はとっても可愛い女の子なんだよ。
But she's really a very cute girl.
それ特にケイチくんには忘れてほしくないの。
I really don't want you to forget that, Keiichi-kun.
Elena's gaze focused off into the distance, beyond where Mion was. The Mion that that I met at Angel Moor was unimaginably different compared to the meal that I normally do. Flustered and hesitant from the unfamiliar job, it was a far cry from the brash and confident Mion. Even though she had to hurry to work, she went through all the trouble to bring me food when I was on the brink of starvation. And she did so not as Mion, but as Shion. What exactly was Shion to Mion? What kind of person was Mion exactly?
多分ケイチ君には想像つかないと思うな。
Kate-kun probably couldn't even begin to imagine.
As if to say it was our little secret, Elena held her finger up to her lips as she giggled. Mion, finally free from the teacher's preaching, returned to her seat, cradling her head to hide her embarrassment.
おじさんはね、人生に必要な勉強は小学校までで十分だと思ってんだよ。
Grade school.
This old man, you see, thinks that grade school is enough for everything you need to study for in life.
Saying that, she plopped down into her seat violently. Mion was actually really feminine. Right. I wonder if I can meet Shion again. I wanted to talk to her again. The principal waved around the bell that served as the school chime. Blah. The teacher rushed back to the blackboard and began to list everybody's homework assignments.
今日は宿題が結構出そうだね。頑張らないと。
It looks like there's gonna be a lot of homework today. Gotta buckle down.
じゃあさ、
Well then,
レナもってことか？
that means even Elena.
何がかな？
What do you mean?
人は見かけによらないって話。
Appearances can be deceiving.
レナもってことになるのか？
Would that apply to you too?
え？ケイチ君にはレナのことどう見えるかな？
Kate-kun, how do you see me? How?
The Ryugu Rena that I knew sometimes took things too far, but was generally a kind and gentle, ideal girl.
本当に？
Really?
だったら嬉しいかな？
Really? Then that makes me happy, I guess.
If she was the opposite of what she seemed, that would make her...
逆なのだとしたら？
And if I were really the opposite?
うー
Just try saying it. I won't be mad. That's what I thought she meant.
レナは
Rena is...
うん。レナは？
Elena is.
逆になってもレナだよ。だろ？
Even if you were the opposite, you'd still be Rena, right? This question shouldn't have been so nerve-wracking to answer. Maybe it was because the person in question was staring at me, but even saying that took a strange amount of effort.
ずるいな、ケイチ君。
That's no fair, Kate-kun.
そんな言い方されちゃったら気になっちゃうよ。はお。
It bothers me when you say it that way. Oh.
Perhaps unable to endure my silence, Rena's face began to burn red with embarrassment.
レナ
Elena!
ケイちゃん
Kate-kun!
帰ろう帰ろう
Let's go home!
Mion walked over and started getting ready to go home. Whenever school is over, she really does get noticeably more energetic. It was the same relaxing walk home as always. Digging around my pocket on a whim, I noticed something that should have been there was missing. Sorry if the webcam's shaking.
どうした
Oh,
I don't know
の
if
ケ
it
イちゃん？
I'm just kind of shaking my leg.
What's the matter, Kate-kun?
いつも持ってるはずのうちの鍵がないんだよ。
The key to my house I always carry around is gone.
参ったな。どこにやっちゃったかな。
Man, where did I lose it?
親はいるから今日はいいけど、まずいよな。
It's fine today since my parents are home, but still. This is bad.
それは困るね。
That sure is troublesome.
忘れてきたの？
Did you forget it somewhere?
それとも落としちゃったのかな？
Or did you drop it?
Which one was it? Did I take it with me this morning in the first place? Huh?
ケイちゃん、その鍵の特徴は？
Kei-chan, did that key have anything that'll make it stand out?
うん、キーホルダーがついてる。
Yeah, it's on a keychain.
昔夏休みの宿題で作らされたやつで、青いオットセイなんだよ。
Ah, they mentioned this in last arc, that he only showed it to Elena, and he was kind of embarrassed about it, so she went into super cute mode, and the game during the festival was who could elicit the cutest cute mode reaction from Elena, and Keiichi won. But they misunderstood because Elena said that Cage showed her his furry seal. Yeah, it's on a keychain. Oh, and if you don't know what furry seal is referring to, keep in mind that they don't circumcise often in Japan.
あれ？目をつぶった感じでお昼寝してるみたいなやつ？
It was blue fur seal, something I made for summer homework a long time ago.
Huh? Does it have its eyes shut like it's taking a nap?
Mouse?
お、なんで知ってるんだよ。
There we go. Oh, how did you know?
そうそう、それだよ。
Yeah, that's it. Mion looked away and began to whistle.
さ、
See.
おとといケイちゃん、エンジェルモートに食事に行ったでしょ。
You went for dinner at Angel Mort a couple days ago, right?
その晩さ、お店で鍵の落とし物があったんだよ。
That night, the staff found a key,
それにオットセイのキーホルダーがついてた。
and there was a fur seal keychain attached to it.
As she said that, she suddenly grew flustered and added that Shion had told her about it.
あの時に落としちゃったのか。
So I dropped it then?
でも見つかってよかったね。
But aren't you glad they found it?
お店がきっと預かってくれてるよ。
I'm sure they're looking after it for you.
そうだね。
That's right.
行ってみなよ。
Why don't you go?
シオンの顔、私と同じだからわかるでしょ。
Shion looks the same as me, so you'll know her by sight.
This was a rather unexpected development. Once again, I had no choice but to go and meet with Shion. But I also had to thank her for the bentō from yesterday. Besides, taking some time and chatting with this other side of Mion might be interesting. Half-jokingly, I began to think about things like this.
そうだな。
Right.
エンジェルモートだっけ？シオンの店に行って鍵を返してもらって。
Right. Angel Mort, was it? I'll head over to Shion's restaurant and get my key back.
ついでにお茶でも飲んで優雅に過ごすってのも悪くないな。
While I'm at it, having a nice spot of tea might not be a bad idea.
なんだか英国紳士みたいだね。
You sound like an English gentleman.
ケイちゃんには似合わないかも。
That totally doesn't suit you, Kei-chan.
ひょっとしてそのお店かな？
Is this the restaurant?
みーちゃんの妹の働いてるお店は。
The one that Mi-chan's little sister is working at?
ああ、なんならレナも一緒に行くか？
Yeah, why don't we go together, Lena?
ちょっと残念だけど、今日はお父さんと約束があるから。
Sorry to disappoint you, but I have plans with my father today.
またの機会にするね。
Some other time.
Lena seemed pretty disappointed about having to miss such a great opportunity.
双子だそうだけど、そんなにそっくりなのかな？
You said they're twins, but do they really look that much alike?
間違えるくらい？
Enough to mistake which is which?
ああ、そっくりだ。
Yeah, they're totally the same,
外見だけはそっくりだ。
at least on the outside.
中身はミオンと違っておしとやかで実に可愛らしいのにな。
Unlike Mion, she's well-mannered and really cute, though. In response to my teasing, Mion pouted and began to argue with me. I couldn't help but burst out laughing at Mion's little farce. After all, they weren't just identical, they were the same person. You think? After going home, I changed my clothes and dug my bike out of the garage. Just thinking that I would be able to meet Shion again gave me a mysterious feeling. I think there's a word for that mysterious feeling, Gage. Just kidding. Shion, a name for a different kind of Mion, and also the name for my waifu. She was a mysterious and ridiculous person believing she had fooled everyone like that. I noticed that I was pedaling along quite happily. Could it be that I was looking forward to meeting Shion? I felt a sense of giddy anticipation, like I was headed towards a new friend's house for the first time. What Vanna said about Mion actually being really feminine sprang to mind once again. The guilt from spying on another side of Mion, the self-consciousness from being the only one that knew about that side. These feelings mixed together. That was Shion for you. Mion's little twin sister. Until she felt like coming out and admitting she was Mion, it was fine to just call her Shion, right? Mion might be trying to have some fun by acting out a different persona. The last time I wasn't embarrassed since I was here with Dad, but this time I was alone. I was strangely self-conscious about it. Meet Shion, get my key back. That was all this task was supposed to be. If I dawdled around like this, maybe Shion would find me before she headed in for work. Hey, what are you doing, my Watanagashi? You're just here to get your key back, you know? It's not like you're some love-struck schoolboy here to hand over a love letter. The thoughts inside my head were slowly turning into a jumbled mess. I came to the realization that I was downright giddy. That's why, for just a bit, just a tiny little bit, I got a little carried away and did something really stupid. I kicked over a parked motorcycle that was blocking the sidewalk. It was in the way, sure, but there was absolutely no need for me to kick it. I definitely think I got too carried away. As the three bikes toppled one after another like dominoes, the loud noise they caused snapped me back to my senses.
Yaba!
Shit! You think you're doing? The owners of those three bikes were right there. They looked exactly like what you called thugs up to no good. They lifted their heads up in an imposing manner and yelled angrily in a way I'd never heard before. The three of them beelined towards me, the worn-down heels of their thin-soled shoes slapping noisily against the pavement. I could only stare listlessly as if I were watching some far-off event that didn't concern me at all. By the time I realized it, I had been grabbed by the collar and lifted onto my tiptoes. Don't be playing dumb! You knocked him over, didn't ya? And here's a visual novel poking fun at Japanese regional accents, as if they don't get enough of a ribbing in media anyway. The three thugs were completely ignoring the rules of grammar, but the way they spoke was enough to make me tremble. That's ethnicist. Just like that, my composure drained away. My legs buckled and my throat grew dry enough to crack. I'm sorry. Accidentally. Accidentally behind. You kicked it, didn't you, dummy? I was completely at fault, so there was nothing I could say in my defense. Gosh, this is ruining my throat. As a result, I was pulled even higher. That man! The paintball scuffed! Yo, brat! We'll put you up to this, This is your half done for! The three of them continued to yell at me. I had no idea what each of them were saying. Getting further enraged that I was only listening while dumbstruck, they grabbed an empty plastic crate from a nearby store and began to smash it repeatedly against the telephone pole. Cracks formed in the crate, plastic shards flying everywhere. They then slammed at full force to the shuttered storefront. The shutter let out a frighteningly loud noise. Still not satisfied, they flipped over a case of empty cans, scattering its contents all over the place. This was not normal. It was something you saw often on television or in manga, but I never thought seeing it in person would be this terrifying. I became painfully aware that the safety of civilized society was only held up by such a frail concept as morals. My knees clattered together noisily. Static began to pepper my vision. This is what you would call absolute terror. There was nothing I could do to stop this frightening spectacle of violence. I could only pray for help. The fear I felt was just too much. Would somebody help me? My gaze floundered about the surrounding area. I was surrounded by these three hoodlums. No way would there be a passerby brave enough to intervene. Maybe this was what you call reaping what you sow. If I were a passerby, there'd be no doubt that I'd ignore what was going on. So this was somewhat of a cosmic retribution.
Friggin' say something! I'll friggin' stab ya!
Angry yelling loud enough to rattle my eardrums spewed forth right in front of my face. My waning consciousness was forcefully dragged back to the forefront. The thug had cocked back to his free hand and twisted his body when suddenly a metallic taste filtered through the back of my throat. A chill ran down my spine like a jolt of electricity. Seeing what was going to happen next, I squeezed my eyes shut as tightly as possible and gripped my teeth.
やかましいよクソボケどもが。
You're making quite the racket, you stupid pieces of trash.
私の目の黒いうちにうせな。
Get out of my sight.
That voice was a short distance away. Still holding me by the collar, the three thugs spun around to look behind them.
You say?
Standing there was Shion. I mean Mion. She stood there displaying an imposing stature that I'd never seen before. She didn't have the same look on her face as she did when we were playing around during club. Those were the eyes that would instill fear in anyone who looked upon them. The eyes of a raptor. They were the epitome of terror. At the same time, they were the most reassuring things in the world.
もう一度だけ言うよ。
I'll only say this one more time.
ケイちゃん話してとっととうせな。
Let go of K-Time. Get lost!
Mion, without an ounce of fear, laid down her ultimatum. Of course, there was no way those three wouldn't go absolutely berserk. The situation instantly turned explosively dangerous.
You friggin' bitch! I'll bloody bash your head in, mate. I swear on me mom.
I just had to. Stop it, Mion. These guys are like rabid dogs. No amount of bluffing will work.
ミオン、危ないから早く。
Mion, it's dangerous. So I knew what I was saying was pathetic, but I couldn't let Mion get involved in this. No matter how you looked at it, Mion was only bluffing. But did Mion even know the meaning of the word bluff? However, the reason behind everything soon became apparent. They were slowly increasing in number, little by little. At first, it was only businessmen on the way home stopping to take a look. Then it was housewives in the middle of shopping taking a gander. Next, what seemed like the owner of some store showed up, and it was pretty clear he wasn't just looking. Around Mion, there were already about 7 people gathered. It felt different than people coming out to support a friend. If I had to say why, it was because the group that gathered was diverse in age and gender. The 3 thugs seemed to slowly realize that there was something strange about the situation.
なんだこいつら。
Who the heck are you guys? Behind them, at some point, four more people of differing clothes and ages had gathered. Jeez. A girl who looked to be in middle school. A man wearing a bakery apron. An old lady in a house cleaning smock. More and more, people of various ages. Their gazes, comparable to Mion's, were of hostility, of intimidation. Before I realized it, over 10 people had formed a ring around us. At that moment, 5 elementary schoolers ran in and joined the circle. There were some familiar faces, some of our classmates. Then these people were residents of Hinamizawa. More and more people from Hinamizawa gathered around. In obvious contrast, the residents of Okinomiya were passing by as quickly as possible.
The heck are you guys? Go the heck away!
The group surrounding us had suddenly swelled to around 20 people. Completely encircled, the faces of the thugs began to show the first signs of panic. Nobody spoke a word, Mion included. That made everything completely unnatural, and depending on which side you were on, completely terrifying. Only the thugs' voices echoed out like they were screaming. Somebody took a step forward, closing the gap between them. As they did, everybody else took a step forward, shrinking the circle. The hoodlums went pale as they were pushed together back to back while still yelling angrily. They were trying to string together vulgarities, but for some reason it sounded like they were crying out for help.
はいはいはいはい。どうしたのかな？どうしたのかな？
Alright, alright, alright. What's going on here? What's going on? It was sudden. A solidly built officer cut his way through the crowd. At some point, 2 police cars had arrived. Some passerby had undoubtedly called for them. Several burly officers appeared from inside the second vehicle.
おまわりさん、いいところに来ました。
That was the same shirt that she was wearing in that other spray. Or that other CG, I should say.
Oh, officer, good timing.
恐喝の現行犯です。
There you go, the extortionist caught red-handed.
捕まえてください。
Please arrest him.
なんだこれ！
Ah!
気が悪いだろ！
That's brats, the what's wrong here? Mion, returning to her usual self, was nonchalantly pointing out the hoodlums to the police. Of course, the thugs were furious. But now that it had come to this, there was nothing they could do. It was their loss.
分かったから分かったから。
Okay, okay.
ちょっとおいで。
Come over here for a sec.
いいからいいから。
Come on already. The officers handcuffed the thugs and dragged them towards the patrol cars.
んだよ。話せよ。
Let me go! Friggin' pig!
俺らが被害者なんだよ。 聞いてんのか、チキショー。
We're the victims here. Are you listening, darn it? No matter how much of a ruckus they caused, the officers paid no heed. In the blink of an eye, they were crammed inside the 2 vehicles. They could still be heard yelling while inside the police cars, but what they were saying was no longer intelligible.
大丈夫ですか？
Ah, Detective Delicious surfaces again. Are you alright?
お怪我ありませんか？
Are you injured? He was probably a detective. The man leading the police peered at my face.
いえ、別に。
No, not really. He doesn't come onto the scene this early in the anime, and also the hoodlums didn't get arrested in the anime. They just picked up their motorcycles and rode off because they were scared by the crowd. Police weren't even involved in the anime. No, not really.
それは不幸中の幸いでした。
Well, that's a bit of a silver lining then.
では、良いお年を。
Well then, have a good year. The portly man, after taking a quick look around, addressed the crowd.
市民の皆さんの迅速な通報に感謝します。
Thank you, citizens, for your timely report. Yeah, I'm sure they're thanking Ōishi, really. With as dirty a cop as he is, I'm sure they're just grateful to have him around. I imagine there was probably somebody from Okinomiya who called the police. Hinamizawa folk wouldn't trust them.
住民の皆さんの連帯のおかげで、今日も町の平穏が保たれています。
Thanks to your efforts, we were able to keep the peace today.
素晴らしいことです。
It's a wonderful thing.
お仕事ご苦労様です。大石刑事殿。
Thank you for your hard work, Detective Ōishi.
住民を代表して日頃の公務に感謝いたします。
As a citizen, I thank you for your daily efforts.
一家の刑事がわざわざこんなところまでおいでくださるとは光栄の極みです。
It's an honor for a detective from the 1st Division to come out all this way.
So you know that she knows him, or she knows of him at the very least. Okay. So, you know, just... This will be explained in a later arc, the backstory, how she knows him. But just keep that in mind. The way Shion talked didn't have a very pleasant tone.
偶然ですよ。
It was a coincidence.
県警の帰り道に無線連絡が入りましてね。
I happened to hear the call of the radio on my way back from the prefectural office.
寄り道したわけです。
I just made a little detour.
お仕事頑張ってください。
Please keep up the good work.
今後のご活躍を切に祈っております。
I pray for success in your future endeavors.
いえいえ。
Oh, shucks.
でも怪我人が出なくて本当に良かったです。
It's a good thing there were no injuries, though.
大石さ
Ōishi-san!
ん OK っす
We're done here!
行きましょう
Let's go!
ではでは、良いお年を。
Well then, have a good year.
失礼。道を開けてもらえますかな。
I'm sorry, could you make way? The detective named Ōishi, after jovially making pleasantries, lumbered over to the waiting police car. Alright, let's go, Kuma-chan. It quickly set off, disappearing down the city street. It was over so quickly. So quickly, I was dumbstruck. I didn't even get to ask the officer what was going on. It was like they came here quickly to disperse the mob before any trouble could start. After making sure the police cars had left, Mion snapped her fingers sharply.
おっしゃ一丁上がりだね
Alright, that's a wrap.
おととい来やがれっての
And don't come back.
That was the signal. The tension mellowed away in an instant as everybody began smiling. The middle-aged man helped me up.
大丈夫かい前原の坊や
Are you okay, young Maibara?
今度からは喧嘩は相手を選んでやりな
Next time, pick your fights a bit better.
別に喧嘩ってわけじゃ。
It's not like I wanted to fight.
怪我とかしてない？
Are you hurt anywhere?
頭とかぶつけてるならレントゲンを取っておいた方がいいわよ。
If you hit your head, it would be a good idea to get an x-ray taken.
Well, better would be a CT or an MRI. Don't know if they had those back then, but X-ray cause it gives you like more exposure to radioactivity than you really need to have. An older lady I didn't know the name of was concerned about my injury.
たまたま駅前で人通りの多い時間だったからこれだけ集まれたけど。
You were lucky this happened right in front of the station when it was busy. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to gather as many people.
次からは気をつけるんだよ。
Next time, be more careful.
最近の町もんは物騒なんだから。
The city kids these days are pretty unruly.
まったく。
Honestly.
I was even warmed by the old lady in the smock. As Shion finished applauding the dispersing group for their efforts, she strode over to me.
いやいやケイちゃんもやるじゃない
Well, you're pretty good, Kei-chan.
でも私も相手を選んだ方がいいと思いますけどね
But I also think you should be more careful about who you pick a fight with.
サンキューなミオン。
Arigato, Mion.
助かったよ。
You saved my bacon there.
だから私シオン
Like I said, I'm Shion.
She made a troubled expression as she turned her gaze downward, blushing in embarrassment.
お姉に聞いてますよ
I heard from my sister.
オットセイの鍵あれケイちゃんのですって
That fursuit keychain was yours, Kei-chan.
あ、そうだった。
Oh, yeah, that's right.
これからお店に行こうとしてたんだった。
I was just heading to the restaurant.
それで浮かれててあんな変なのに絡まれちゃってたんですか
And you ended up feeling so excited that you got mixed up in something weird.
Now it was my turn for my face to go red. I didn't want to admit she was spot on.
まあついてなかったよ。
Well, I was just unlucky. Here we see some of Shion's manipulative, man-eater kind of personality.
でもシオンのおかげで助かった。
Well, I was just unlucky, but you really saved me, Shion.
お礼はいらないですよ
You don't have to thank me.
だからケイちゃんも他の人がいじめられてるのを見つけたらきっと助けてあげてください
So, if you see somebody else getting bullied, help them out, okay?
私たちそういうのをとても大切にするから
We value that kind of thing very highly here.
I was well versed in that sense of camaraderie. But the way I was rescued just now, something seemed a little off about that. While I was helped out, it was honestly to an almost disturbing degree.
お店来ますよね
You're coming into the restaurant, right?
疲れちゃっただろうから一服しません
You must be tired, so why don't you relax for a bit?
おごりますよ
My treat.
Whatever you say, waifu-chan. Seems that she caught the glimmer of suspicion in my eyes. With Without waiting for my answer, Shion began walking. Higurashi no Naku Koro ni. Alright. After cooling off a bit inside the restaurant, little by little I realized I was still on edge. There were spots here and there on my body that hurt, probably because I had been so stiff with nervousness. Shion, who had changed into her uniform, brought over 2 glasses of iced coffee.
はいこれおごりのアイスコーヒー
Here you go. Iced coffee on the house.
Oh, that sounds good right about now. Too bad it's, what, 1:25 a.m., jeez. Can't be streaming for much longer, I don't want to keep people up.
レジでこのチケット渡せば無料になりますからね
Just bring this coupon with you to the register and it'll be no charge.
My patheticness really knew no bounds. But since she went through the trouble, I might as well take her up on the offer. Even though it had started out as such a lovely day, I had to get carried away and do that stupid thing. I completely ruined it.
でも本当にさっきのは助かったよ
But really, you really saved my hide there.
シオンが本当に頼もしく見えた
I have really come to see you as reliable.
私だって怖かったですよ
Even I was scared.
でも他ならぬケイちゃんのピンチだし
But Kei-chan was in trouble, so
勇気出して頑張りましたってことです
I had to be brave and do my best.
While a little embarrassed by what she just said, Shion made a show of folding her arms boldly.
シオン本当にありがとうな
Shion, really, thank you. I was thanking Shion, but I really wanted to thank Mion. Mion, really, thank you.
ほらほらもう元気出してくださいよ
Now, cheer up a little.
もしも恩義を感じるなら今度はケイちゃんが他の誰かのために戦ってくださいね
If you feel indebted, then when you have the chance, you should help somebody in need.
Yep, pay it forward. And, you know, that old saying, help people out in ways where they can't repay you. That way you'll be rewarded where it truly counts.
例えば私がピンチになったら
And not that you should be doing it for the reward. Rather, it should be done in an air of selflessness, in a way that they can't pay you back.
Like, for example, if I'm ever in trouble,
きっと助けに来てくださいよ
please come and save me.
ああもちろんだ
Yeah, of course.
約束する
It's a promise.
絶対ですからね
Foreshadowing.
You absolutely have to.
Taking advantage of my words. She seemed happy about my promise.
ピンチになったらケイちゃんが助けに来てくれるのか
So, if I'm ever in trouble, Kei-chan will come and save me.
早くピンチにならないかな
I hope
やっと笑ってくれた
I hope trouble comes soon. You finally smiled.
She said as she smiled herself, poking me in the cheek.
元気のないケイちゃんなんて偽物もいいとこです
A downtrodden Kei-chan is as good as an imposter.
ほら笑って笑って
Come on, smile, smile.
くすぐったいってば
That tickles.
やめ
Stop.
Thanks to Shion's meddling, I finally cheered up a little. All the muscles in my body that stiffened because of the incident finally began to relax a little. Fun fact. When I was a kid and my brother was really, really little, sometimes we'd get involved in arguments and I'd end up shoving him in my anger. And he'd start crying. And you know what I started doing? I'm not proud of this. I started tickling him until he could laugh then. Now, at first, this worked. So that, you know, he would stop crying and turn to laughter and, you know, my mother wouldn't notice. And he would actually then, you know, be in a better mood. But then he caught on to what I was doing and he just screamed, "Stop tickling me!" And the jig was up.
元気出たらお腹とか空いてこないです
When you're in a better mood, don't you get a little hungry?
私お腹空いちゃいましたからホットケーキとか食べたいんですけど。
I'm kind of hungry, so I want to eat some pancakes or something.
ケイちゃんも食べます？
Do you want some too, Kei-chan?
I wanted to show a little restraint, but restraint really wasn't my thing. That's why I replied without any.
うまいんだろうな。
They're good, right?
俺ホットケーキはかなりうるさいぜ。
I'm pretty picky when it comes to pancakes. You'll eat anything put in front of you, Kei-chan. Stop lying.
安心してください。
Don't worry.
うちのホットケーキはかなり評判いいですから。
Our pancakes have a pretty good reputation.
Shion ordered some pancakes from a nearby waitress. An employee ordering from another employee seems kind of weird.
おいおい、そういえばシオン、今バイト中じゃないのか？俺とずっと話をして油売ってていいのかよ。
Hey, speaking of that, Shion, weren't you in the middle of a shift? You just been slacking off? While talking to me.
おじさんにね、私が不良に絡まれてるところをケイちゃんが助けてくれたって言ったら、ねぎらってあげろって。
I told my uncle that you saved me while I was surrounded by hoodlums, so he's rewarding you.
だから店長公認で OK です。
So I have the manager's permission.
それ事実と正反対だぞ。いいのかな？
That's exactly the opposite of what happened. Is that alright?
全然いいのです。
It's perfectly fine.
By the time the pancakes arrived, we had entered into a relaxed conversation. As the two of us ate pancakes, we livened the mood with some chit-chat. He's on a day. About what was on TV, celebrities, that kind of thing. Hobbies, food. Really nothing more than idle chit-chat. Talking together like this, I once again became conscious of Shion being a girl. Hey now, that's funny talk about Keiichi. Shion and Mion are the same person. If there's anything different between them, it was only whether or not Mion admitted she was Mion. But given that, how come our conversation was this different?
ケイちゃんってお姉のことを女だと思ってないでしょう。
Kei-chan, you don't think of my sister as a girl, do you?
そんなことはないよ。
That's not true.
男だったら容赦なくどつき倒してる。
If she were a guy, I'd punch the living daylights out of her.
ケイちゃんとお姉が仲がいいのってそういうノンセクシャルな関係にあるって思うんです。
I think the reason you guys get along so well is because you have that kind of platonic relationship.
それってなかなかできない羨ましい関係ですよ。
That's a pretty rare and enviable thing to have, don't you think?
言ってる意味がよくわかんないが。
I don't get what you're saying.
まあ確かに女にしとくにはもったいないやつだよな。
But it really would be a waste to treat her like a girl.
あ、ケイちゃん、それ男女差別ですよ。
Hey, Kei-chan, that's sexist.
Hearing the word sexist was cause for introspection. What was I prejudiced against Mion and Shion for? Mion was Mion. She was the best friend a guy could have, no reservations, and head and shoulders above me when it came to club activities. If I had met her 5 years earlier, my life would probably have been a lot more fun. Of this I had no doubt. Then what about Shion? She was Mion's little sister, and it hadn't even been 3 days since we met. Her relationship was much more distant, as the only third we had in common was that I knew her sister. And for Shion, it was the same. I was somebody she met 3 days ago only because I was a friend of her sister's. The difference between Mion and Shion? Friendliness? Familiarity? Playing around with those unclear thoughts for a while, I'd stopped listening to Shion.
例えばですよ。聞いてます？
Hypothetically, okay? Are you listening?
なあごめん。聞いてるよ。
Sorry. Yeah, I'm listening.
例えばですよ。
This is just a hypothetical question, okay?
私とお姉が共にピンチで、
Both me and my sister are in trouble, okay?
崖にぶら下がってるとします。
We're dangling off the side of the cliff.
ケイちゃんはどっちを助けます？
Which one of us do you save?
どっちか一人だけですよ。
You can only save one.
She wasn't saying it to tease me, but had a playful tone behind her voice.
嫌な問題だな。
That's not a nice question.
どっちも助けたいけど、それじゃダメなんだろ？
I want to save you both, but I can't do that, right?
ダメです。
Right.
シオンかミオンのどっちかだけです。
You can only save either Shion or Mion.
どっちですか？
Who do you save?
If it for Mion, I don't think she'd be in that situation in the first place. It's something she could easily get out of herself. But what about the normal frail Shion? I guess I'd have no choice.
お姉じゃないですよね。
It's not my sister, right?
If Mion and Shion were different people, I suppose it would come to that. I couldn't confirm nor deny it. She should have been smiling, but her gaze was locked firmly to mine.
つまりそういうことなんですよ。
In other words, that's it, isn't it?
お姉はそのつまり
My sister is...
あれ
Huh?
すみません。なんか自分で言ってて破綻しちゃいました。
Sorry, I messed up what I was trying to say.
Shion was trying to talk in a lighthearted manner, but I felt like there was something more behind her words. Was Mion trying to tell me something through Shion? Not being able to put a finger on exactly what it is was vexing. Shion, to hide her embarrassment, turned the conversation around. It should be obvious, you know, Mion's kind of hurt that, Keiji only thinks of her in that one way, and Shion's trying to get the point across that he should be fair with Mion, and considering her femininity. Shion, to hide her embarrassment, turned the conversation around.
それよりもさっきのあれ
More importantly, just now,
驚きましたか？
were you surprised?
そりゃ驚いたよ。
Of course I was!
レナやサトコが駆けつけてくれるならともかく、
If it were Lena or Satoko, that would have been one thing, but
あんなに老若男女がいろいろと集まってくるんだからな。
for all those people, young and old together,
あれ全部南沢の人なんだろ？
they were all from Hinamizawa, right?
ええ、そうです。
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, that's right.
南沢の人はみんな結束してるんですよ。
Everybody in Hinamizawa is pretty close-knit.
一人の敵は全員の敵。
An enemy of one is the enemy of all.
日和見なんか誰もしません。
Nobody is gonna look on from the sidelines.
結構頼もしい住民性なんですよ。
They're a pretty reliable group of residents.
誰かがいじめられたらみんなで結束してやっつけるわけか。
If somebody's being picked on, then everybody unites to get rid of the bully.
なんだかマフィアとかヤクザみたいな結束だな。
It kind of sounds like the Mafia or the Yakuza's brand of unity.
そんなこと言っちゃダメですよ。
You shouldn't say something like that.
とてもありがたいことなんですから。
It's something you should be thankful for.
ケイちゃんもそれに助けられたんですよ。
You were saved by that unity, weren't you?
感謝の気持ちを忘れないように。
Never forget to show your appreciation.
I half-heartedly agreed. I knew full well I should be appreciative.
南沢の人たちって本当に仲が良くて結束してるんだな。
Sorry. Excuse me. Everybody really is close-knit, aren't they?
昔からの伝統かな。
Maybe it's because of tradition?
南沢って昔からいろいろと廃村の危機に遭うんですよね。
Hinamizawa has been in danger of becoming ghost town on several occasions.
その度に結束して戦って存続を勝ち取ってきたっていう歴史があるんですよ。
There's been a history of the villagers uniting together each time to fight for the village's continued existence.
例えばケイちゃん、南沢ダム計画って知ってます？
For example, Kei-chan, did you know about the Hinamizawa Dam project?
Hinamizawa Dam Project? Let's see... I feel like I've heard somebody talk about it before.
10年くらい前にね、突然ここにダムができて南沢が丸ごと水没するって話になったんですよ。
About 10 years ago, there was a sudden proposal to build a dam here, which would have submerged Hinamizawa underwater.
あ、そんな話親父かなんかに聞いたことがあるような。
Oh, that story. Yeah, I think I heard my dad talk about that.
でもそれって確か中止になったんだろ？
But I'm pretty sure that plan was cancelled, right?
中止にさせたんですよ。
We made them cancel it.
みんなで団結して。
Everybody banded together.
だからこれは戦って勝ち取った勝利なんです。
So that was a well-earned victory.
That sounded pretty much like the story I heard. Protests intensified to the point where it was featured in newspapers and magazines. As a result, the plan was suspended.
ダムの話そのものは私が生まれる前からあったらしいんです。
The whole story with the dam apparently started before I was born.
最初は候補地調査とか砂防のための小さいダムとかそんな程度の話だったんですよ。
At first, the proposal was only for exploratory purposes, or a small dam to control erosion. But then the cat was let out of the bag. If it were completed, it would have been the biggest dam in Japan. Not just Hinamizawa, but several villages upstream would have been submerged as well. The protests immediately began. Petitions to cancel or relocate the project were drafted and submitted to the Diet. They even went so far as to go to the Ministry of Construction in Tokyo to hand over a direct appeal to the minister. The previous landowners sued the government, stating there were inconsistencies in the purchase agreement and the transaction should be nullified. Owners of yet unacquired land split their properties, increasing the number of landowners in order to stifle the project.
土地の買収なんていうお金の問題のうちは可愛かったんです。
It was all very precious when the land acquisition was still about money.
そのうち土地の強制収用をちらつかせるようになりましてね。
Eventually, they started relying on eminent domain in order to seize land.
その頃からです。
It started at that point.
機動隊とかの暴力行為が目立ち始めたのは。
The riot police began to get violent.
機動隊って警察だろ？
Riot police? The police? Police?
暴力行為なんてするのかよ。
Why would they act violent? Yeah, that's not so far-fetched 25 years later in America.
殴りますよ。
Well, it never has really been far-fetched in America. Feels bad, man.
They punched.
蹴りますよ。
They kicked.
私も殴られたことありますし。
There was a time I was hit.
この辺だったかな。
Right around here, I think.
皮が切れちゃったみたいで血がすごい出ました。
My skin split open and a whole lot of blood spilled out.
Saying that, Shion indicated a temple by poking at it.
警察とかには？
I figured it was a head wound, just by how much it bled, and seeing she said she was hit, and skin split open. What happened to the police? Filing a complaint against the riot police for police brutality would seem kind of strange for some reason. Naturally, they wouldn't pay heed to something like that. You wouldn't be able to establish proof on who exactly hit you, and they could justify their actions by saying you were interfering with police duties.
うちのバッチャ烈火のごとく怒り狂いましてね。
My nana went off like a firework.
それからがすごかった。
After that, it was amazing.
もう全面戦争ですよ。
Like a full-scale war.
こっちも座り込みで訴えるなんて生っちょろいことなんかしません。
We weren't just going to sit by and idly file complaints.
That's interesting. She doesn't usually call her grandma Bachan or Nana. We'll find out what she actually calls her most of the time in a later arc.
ガンガン攻めました。
We went on the offensive.
First, in order to call attention to the government, they filed a temporary injunction in court. Then, in order to gain public support, they called in prominent scientists to state that Hinamizawa was a valuable nature preserve. They pressured the prefectural and municipal assemblies, saying the prefectural governor ignored his constituents when he approved the project and demanded his resignation. They completely and thoroughly denounced him. Naturally, in Hinamizawa, a ferocious conflict worthy of being called the Dam War began. In order to suppress the police's brutality, they coordinated with the network channels and exposed the violence of the riot squad members to the public. On top of that, they put together a special expose themed around the government repressing the citizens and aired it nationally. It worked wonders. Following that, the SWAT teams had their hands cuffed. Day after day, the petitions and demonstrations continued. Propaganda was used to help garner support. The circle of support gradually expanded outwards from Hinamizawa. Either that bore fruit, or the government finally decided against it. It was announced the dam project was indefinitely suspended just a few years ago.
私たちにできることなら何でもしました。
We did everything that we could.
村全部が一丸になって戦ったんです。
The entire village banded together and fought.
あの時は必死だったけど、終わった今となってはいい思い出かな。
At that time, we were desperate. But now that it's over, it's actually become a pretty good memory.
村人たちの連帯感や団結心は今でも消えていないんです。
The villagers' feelings of solidarity and unity still haven't faded.
Shion said that as she focused off into the distance. I felt that those eyes weren't filled with anguish, but rather a sense of pride.
そういう連帯感っていいよな。
That kind of solidarity is pretty nice.
なかなかないことだよ。
You don't see it too often.
世代を超えて地域で団結できるなんて。
Bridging the generation gap and unifying the region.
私もそう思います。
I think so
ダ
too.
ム計画は試練だったけど、それを乗り越えて得たものはとても大きいと思いますよ。
The dam project was a trial. I think that just the fact that we were able to overcome it is huge.
The fear I was feeling until just now gradually began to fade. When people began to show up one after another while I was engaged with those thugs, I thought it was frightening. But now I felt from the bottom of my heart that I had been rude. The villagers prepared to defend their homeland to the death. The sense of solidarity that fostered. It might seem impudent to say this, but I was a little jealous. If I had been in Hinamizawa when the protest against the dam was going on, I might have been able to share in that sense of solidarity.
ケイちゃんは反対運動の時、ひなみ沢にいなかったから村人たちの連帯感を実感できないかもしれないけど、
K-Town, you weren't here at the time, so I don't think you can fully feel the solidarity in the village, but
みんなにはあるの。
everybody shares it
しっかりと。
thoroughly,
それはたとえ引っ越してきたばかりのケイちゃんに対してもね。
even with somebody who just moved here like you, K-Town.
She couldn't have been more right. So many people got together to help me out when I just moved here, even though there were strangers whose names I didn't even know. A hot feeling began welling up inside of me. There's that hot feeling again. When I lived in the city, I didn't even know my own neighbors. I thought that was natural. But here, that was an absurd and pathetic thing. Even though I thought of them as strangers, all the other villagers viewed me as a comrade. Happiness and warmth. I was acutely aware of those feelings as they gradually welled up inside of me.
園崎さん、店長がホール入ってほしいそうです。
The manager wants you to rake the floor.
A more senior waitress waved her hand and called out to Shion. It seemed like it was time for work.
はい、今入ります。
Okay, I'm coming.
すみません、
Sorry.
もう仕事しないとまずいみたいです。
Looks like I have to get to work now.
いいよいいよ。
It's fine.
付き合ってくれてありがとな。楽しかったよ。
Thanks for hanging out with me. It was fun.
帰っちゃいます？
Are you going home?
まあな。
Yeah,
飯の時間には戻らないとお風呂がうるさいし。
my mom gets fussy if I'm not home by dinner time. It seemed that Shion wanted to say something, but she swallowed her words. Like we hadn't talked enough. That kind of feeling. Looking at that expression, I regretted saying something that disappointed Mion like that. I was about to say that I could stay for a little bit longer when Shion got up from her seat.
はい、これ。
Here.
このチケットで払えばホットケーキ代も大丈夫ですから。
If you use the coupon, it should cover the pancakes as well.
Saying that, she showed me a coupon booklet as she tore out a few sheets and handed them to me.
便利でしょ？
Convenient, isn't it?
お給料の他にもらえるボーナスチケットなんですよ。
It's a perk I get on top of my salary.
いいよ。
It's okay.
ホットケーキ代くらい払えるよ。
I can pay for the pancakes myself.
おやおや？
Hey, hey.
遠慮するなんてケイちゃんらしくないですよ。
Being so reserved doesn't fit you, K-chan.
私がお姉だったら喜んでおごられるくせに。
If I were my sister, you would have gladly let me pay for it.
She said as she laughed, gently stopping me from opening my wallet. Being told so with such an encouraging smile really resounded with me.
園崎さん、すみません。レジ入ってください。
Sonozaki-san! Sorry, could you take care of the register?
はい、今すぐ。
Yes! Right away!
Later. Today was fun. Saying that, Shion smiled one more time at me.
あ、ミオン。
Mion!
今日は本当にありがとうな。この恩は忘れないよ。
Thanks a lot for today. I owe you one.
そう思うならきっと返してください。
If you really think that, then return the favor.
楽しみにしてますから。
I'm looking forward to it.
After I said it, I realized I mistakenly called her Mion. I didn't know if she realized it or not. I'm gonna call it here. I know it's probably near the end of the chapter, but it's been long enough. I don't want to keep people up too long, and my throat's on fire anyway. So, let's save, and we're gonna pick up here. Yeah, this was awesome. Got to go on a date with my waifu. I'd be interested in returning to this, this coming Monday, I guess. Yep, Monday and Thursday next week, I'll be doing this, and I guess, Tuesday I'll be doing more of the Left Behind DLC of The Last of Us. I think that's what the week to come will look like. Stay tuned for that. But, I guess in the meantime, thank you all so much for watching, everyone. And as always, if you like what you see, please feel free to click like, comment, follow, join our Discord, which I'll put in the chat below. Any feedback you give me all will help me tailor my future content towards your interests. I'm Regulus Pastor, and until next time, Wale!